Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. Thanks for joining the 80s revolution. Tonight we're going to be going through some recent Blu-ray pickups of mine. I got 5 since the last time I gave you an update. We're also going to be continuing with Collection Room Tour number 4. We're going to switch things up a little bit tonight. I'm not going to go through the toys. There's a lot more to go. Maybe Collection Room 5, maybe Collection Room Part 6. But tonight, like I said, I'm going to switch things up a little bit for a reason. I'm going to be showing you my TV shows on DVD collection and talking a little bit about that. The reason for that is because later on in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the opportunity to grab some horror VHS tapes from me for free. I started collecting horror VHS like a year ago, and it's been a slow go. They're not easy to find in thrift stores. Not really seeing a lot of garage sales. I've really only picked up like 30 or so. And as much as I thought that I would watch them, actually I have used the VCR and watched them and enjoyed them, but I'm replacing a lot of them. I've already replaced a bunch of them on DVD. I've replaced a bunch of them on Blu-ray, obviously, and I'm basically just running out of room with an expanding Blu-ray collection. So I've got limited space, as you've seen so far, and I want to clear up some shelf space. So I've decided that the horror VHS tapes can go. I don't want to throw them up on a lot on eBay, and get $12 for them and pay a ton for shipping. So I'm going to give them to you guys. If you want to do a trade, that'd be great. If you got some horror Blu-rays that you want to unload, if you got some doubles or things you've seen and are done with, we can trade. I'll do, I don't know, 7 or 8 VHS tapes for one Blu-ray. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. If you don't have anything to trade and there's 1 or 2 that you really want and, have to have them, I will send them to you for free. It's my way of kind of communicating with you guys and saying thanks for checking out my content. So that's later. So that is at the end of this. Stick around or fast forward to the end, I suppose. But so first, some Blu-ray pickups. These are all from pawn shops, which are now becoming my favorite places to find Blu-rays. They get a ton in, and they don't take any that are scratched. They buy them cheap, and so they sell them cheap. At a pawn shop, I haven't paid any more than $4 for a Blu-ray. And that's pretty much the average of what I'm seeing out there, between $2 and $5 for Blu-rays. I did go to one shop that had a sign that said, "All Blu-rays, $7.99." Like it was this fantastic sale. So I kind of quickly left that place. But the ones that I've found are really just catalog titles, just filler, replacing DVDs with Blu-rays. So whenever I see one that's a replacement, I pick it up. Told you before, I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of new movie pickups or new movie reviews. I'm the 80s revolution, not really a new movie fan. So the 5 titles that I got are nothing exciting, nothing super blow away. They're just fun little pickups for me, cheap. First is Creepshow. Love this horror anthology, fun movie from 1982. Real childhood, bring you back kind of movie. Neat little anthology. Everybody's seen it, so everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. But my favorite portion of this movie is the very end, with all of the cockroaches and kind of the mad, I don't know what he is, mad professor, mad businessman, I don't know who he is, tucked away, paranoid in his apartment, afraid of bugs, has a real phobia, goes on a rampage against roaches that he sees in his apartment, and at the end, of course, he's overcome with a roach army. And pretty cool scene at the end when the roaches actually, he's killed, and they actually crawl out of his mouth. Kind of freaked me out as a kid. I've got my own little bug phobia. So Creepshow, fun little horror anthology. Quickly, we'll go through Army of Darkness, obviously part of the Evil Dead series, fun movie. Cabin Fever, nice little filler. This must have been a 2-disc set, because when I got it in the car and opened it up, I've got the unrated director's cut, but then I also have a movie called The Call, which I have no idea what that movie is. It's got a WWE logo on it, so I'm guessing it's a WWE Studios movie, which I have no interest in. I don't know if The Rock is in this or John Cena, but if anybody wants a Call DVD, The Call, let me know. If not, The Call is going in the garbage. So, Cabin Fever. I love these Jason Statham movies. He's become sort of my new favorite action star. He's replaced Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme from days of old. He's my new Steven Seagal. Love this guy. Love everything he does. Have a whole DVD run of his stuff. I'd like to slowly replace it with Blu-ray. I've got the Expendables, and now I have Transporter 2. So if you got some of the Transporters, if you got some of the Expendables, if you got Crank, and you want to trade it for some of the VHS that we're going to talk about later, let me know. But Expendables 2. So this one might surprise you. Michael Jackson's This Is It. Obviously being the 80s revolution, Michael Jackson was a huge part of my childhood. Obviously, he was nuts, kind of a weirdo, allegations, whatever. I wasn't too interested in that. I mean, I just enjoyed, his music. I enjoyed his dancing. His dancing was awesome, and just the memories that he brought, that were a part of my life. So, this is it. This is his final attempt at a concert, and this is all concert, like behind the scenes concert rehearsal footage of him just killing it, him dancing, him singing, him interacting with the producers of the show and the musicians, and you see him in a little bit of a different light. Sadly, he died shortly after preparing for this concert. Obviously the concert never actually happened. A lot of stuff has come out that Michael Jackson was basically a pretty hardcore drug addict, and what actually killed him was an insane amount of sedatives, which is really kind of sad, because he wasn't supposed to die. He wasn't sick. He overdosed on sedatives trying to go to sleep. So sad stuff. I love this guy, always will. And this is actually really, really entertaining. If you like his music, if you like his dancing, this is awesome. And it was sealed, it was brand new, and it comes with some pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's, there's some inserts in here, but then there's also this little hologram sort of card. I don't know if it really is much of a hologram, but it's not really moving too much. But it's just cool. I really like that. I miss this guy. All right. So there's bonus material galore in here. Making of documentaries, featurettes, auditions, which is going to be cool. Auditions, searching for the world's best dancers. That's going to be pretty awesome to watch. All these fantastic dancers just killing it. So I'm going to look forward to that. So that's the Blu-ray pickups for the week since I last spoke to you. We're going to do Collection Room Tour Part 4. I'm going to show you my TV shows on DVD collection, and then we'll talk at the very end about some free VHS horror VHS that are coming your way. So join me. We'll spin you around, and we'll take a look. So being a huge fan of the 80s, I don't watch a lot of modern TV. I watch some sports. I watch the Yankees. I watch the Sabres. And that's about it. My wife and I watch Walking Dead. But other than that, my TV's not on that much for me. So I decided to bring, to sort of create my own television lineup. So about a year ago, I started collecting like crazy TV shows on DVD. Honestly, I had a lot of bootleg stuff, and I had it in like really generic packages, or I had them in envelopes, and that was good enough for me. But I started getting nuts about packaging, and I wanted official, basically I can thank Wet Movie and Cool Duder for that, because, watching them go out and buy stuff like every week inspired me. So this collection is large, I think, but it's only a year old, so keep that in mind. We'll go through these. The A-Team Complete. Airwolf. We got Alien Nation, a fun little short-lived Fox series. I think this was like Saturday nights on Fox. Pretty cool, fun little show. Elf. All 4 seasons of Elf. Season 2 is missing because I'm watching it. If you guys haven't seen Elf in a long time, yes, it's Elf, and yes, it's about a puppet alien. This show still is funny. This show still holds up with the jokes, with the comedy. Willie, played by... Who plays Willie? Max Wright. Max Wright plays Willie. He's got such a strange way of talking and communicating that he cracks me up every single time. Some of the jokes are a little bit adult-oriented, where you got to sort of, if when you were a kid you weren't catching it too much. As an adult, I'm still laughing hysterically at Elf. It is still a very entertaining show. Give it a second chance. Don't dismiss it because it's Elf. Barney Miller, just a classic cop comedy, detective comedy. Yes, Beverly Hills 90210, the complete collection. Guys, I'm not ashamed. I am an absolute fanatic for this show. I love this show. Loved it when it was first on. Loved it as a sad, pathetic nerd in high school watching it. Not ashamed to say that I would spritz my hair with about half a bottle of Aussie spritz to try to get my hair to look like Jason Priestley's back in the day. And Aussie, if you remember, smelled like grapes, so I would spend my whole day in school smelling like a grape, with absolute concrete, sticky, untouchable hair. Bosom Buddies, fun little, I think it's about 2 seasons. Tom Hanks, Peter Scolari, transgendered before transgendered was cool. No, they're not transgendered. They're what? Transvestites. Yeah, before it was hip. The Brady Bunch. The Colbys. I'm a big fan, as you'll see in a minute, of... Sorry about the glare there. Nothing I can do. I could turn the lights off. But you'll see in a little bit that I'm a big fan of nighttime soap operas. And the Colbys was one of those 80s nighttime soap operas. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Still working on completing that. Got the 5th season. Actually, I've got season 6. I'm watching it right now, but a few more to go with Curb. That's an absolutely brilliant, hilarious, laugh many times show. Here's another one of those evening soap operas. This is by far my all-time favorite television show that's ever existed. Dallas. Absolutely love this show. I've got some Dallas memorabilia that I'll show you later, but have the whole run of Dallas. I started watching the new season a couple years ago when it came out, but it ended pretty quickly, obviously, with Larry Hagman, J.R. Ewing's death. Kind of stopped the show in its tracks, and it only existed for 2 seasons because of his unfortunate death. Dawson's Creek, right up there with Beverly Hills 90210, as shows that a male should not like, but I do. Doogie Howser, not an official release, is it? They're expensive for some reason. There's 5 seasons, and for some crazy reason, they're like, the later seasons are like $50 to $60. I'm just not going there. So Doogie Howser is probably my only, it's my only current bootleg. Dynasty, not complete. That's another like 11 season run. So I'm slowly picking those up off eBay. Again, kind of on the steep side, like $25 a season. But that's another one of those evening soap operas, right along with Dynasty, or right along with Dallas and the Colbys, and another show called Knots Landing, which they have not released complete on DVD. Coming back along, Family Ties, pretty cool box set. I like this. It's a nice package. It's a complete series. This is a great show, just a great 80s classic family show. Friday the 13th, the series I enjoyed. Don't Don't be fooled by the name. Has absolutely nothing to do with the movie. It's kind of like these people take over like an antique store, and all of the items are possessed, and every time they're sold, bad things happen, and they have to go back and recoup the item before somebody else dies. I lied. My other bootleg is Freddy's Nightmares. I think I did okay with the cover, though. Freddy's Nightmares also doesn't have much to do with the movie. Freddy is actually in like the pilot episode, and then he's never heard from him again. And it's just along the lines of, like, you know, Tales from the Dark Side, obviously a modern Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt type stuff. Freddy's Nightmares. I absolutely love Kenny Rogers. Don't know why, I just do. This is a steelbook before steelbooks were existing. This is the Gambler 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. The best part of this, folks, take a listen. Oh, there we go. Yeah, how about that? Is that cheese or what? Beautiful. Kenny Rogers, 3-disc, The Gambler, his TV or his mini-series collection. Not sure when this is going to stop. Hopefully soon. And good, we're done. Okay, what is that? Is that going to be a copyright infringement or something? The Goldbergs, you know, the 80s revolution. I said earlier I don't watch any. This is also the other only show that I watch on TV. This is an insanely wonderful little throwback 80s nod to the 80s TV show. Absolutely fantastic. For some strange reason, I only have the first season. I'll obviously grab those as I can, but this is just as good as it gets, this show, if you're an 80s fan. Golden Girls. Why do I have the Golden Girls? Because I like them. This is my favorite show to fall asleep to. So I'll watch a few episodes, and then I'll replay them and fall asleep as I'm replaying them. I don't want to fall asleep to a show that to an episode I haven't seen, so I'll watch a few, replay them, fall asleep. Greatest American Hero, fun little show that I watched as a kid. Growing Pains, great series. The Hitchhiker, pretty awesome HBO, sort of thriller, sort of horror. Good stuff. I Dream of Jeannie, I Love Lucy, King of Queens, I absolutely love. This is just a great, funny family show. Kind of one of the last modern shows that I enjoyed watching. Knight Rider, complete. Great 80s stuff. Larry Sanders, absolutely underrated series. This is a brilliant show. Unfortunately, Gary Shandling passed away earlier this year, but this show is absolutely fantastic. He is a talk show host, late night talk show host in this, and every episode is about, you know, the adventures of the show and guests. There's always a special guest on this show. It's the greatest. Tied with Dallas as my all-time favorite TV show is Leave It to Beaver. Absolutely wholesome, wonderful time in the world, and this is a great show. Lonesome Dove, MacGyver, Mad About You is over there. I enjoy that a lot. Magnum PI, nice, another nice box set. Very nice, complete run in a little collector's pack. Married with Children, Martin, hilarious show in the 90s. The run of Miami Vice, all 5 seasons. Mind of the Married Man, another underrated, forgotten about show. HBO, absolutely fantastic. Very short run, only had 2 seasons. Second season never made DVD. This is obviously the first season, the only one that's out. It's even hard to find on like the black market. Mission Impossible. Showed you in another pickup video the Honeymooners and the Munsters. They're up here. Gotta make room for them. That's why you're getting my VHS tapes. Monsters, just another Tales from the Dark Side, Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt type compilation. Just fun little half-hour horror episodes. Party of Five, put that right next to 90210 as a show I shouldn't be enjoying, but I do. Roseanne, I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I don't think it gets the love that it deserves. To me, this is an absolutely brilliant, hilarious show. Love it, never gets old, love every season. Sopranos, why do I only have 2 seasons? Well, because I just recently decided to get rid of my set that I taped off of HBO back in the day. This was a Sunday tradition. You were nowhere else but in front of the TV for The Sopranos. So now I've just decided to go ahead and grab the official releases. Star Trek, Tales from the Crypt, one of my favorite HBO horror series. Tales from the Dark Side that I've mentioned. Wings, Wonder Woman, the complete run of the Wonder Years is back there. I said I only had one favorite show. I have 3. Leave It to Beaver, Dallas, and The Wonder Years. Most wholesome show on the planet. I love The Wonder Years. Never gets old. All right, so that is my TV show on DVD collection. So, sorry about this. That's collection number 4. What I want to do now is go through some VHS tapes that I have that I would like to give to you guys. So I need to make room on these shelves. And to do that, I want to get rid of some VHS tapes. So I'm going to go through these quickly. If you see something you want, let me know. We'll work out a trade, we'll work out a deal, or I'll just send them to you. So we're going to spin back around. And we're going to take a look at what I got here for you. So nothing special, nothing blow away. I do have 2 that I'm not going to be trading until I get them replaced on disc. But we've got Amityville. We've got a 2-pack, Good Times Collector Series 2-pack Amityville Horror. That is not an autograph of anybody. I think it's just somebody who used to have the tape. But this comes with the Amityville Horror and Amityville 2. I've got another Amityville tape. This one is Amityville New Generation. Army of Darkness, The Birds, Candyman, Cheerleader Camp is Mine. Not getting rid of that one yet. Children of the Corn 3, Children of the Corn 4, Children of the Corn 666, Christine, Close Encounters, Crawl Space, Creature from the Black Lagoon, a Dawn of the Dead 2-pack, digitally remastered collector's edition, Day of the Dead, Wes Craven's Don't Look Down, Dracula, Evil Dead 2, The Exorcist collection, Fear.com. Spin around over here. We've got The Shining. We've got Someone Behind the Door, Stir of Echoes, Tales from the Dark Side, Terminal Choice, Day the Earth Stood Still, The Thing, the 50s or 60s Thing, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2. Vertigo is down there. Stephen King's Rose Red. Roller Coaster is not up for grabs yet. I still want to check that out. The Rats, Psycho 3, Psycho, Pumpkinhead, Prom Night, Poltergeist 2 and 3, The Omen, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy's Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole Nightmare on Elm Street run there that you see, Hellraiser, House, The Howling, It, Jaws, Jaws 2, The Mummy, Night of the Living Dead, Hellraiser, The Haunting, Halloween 5, Halloween 2, and the Friday the 13th that you see there. Up there is Halloween 4 and One Dark Night. One Dark Night is actually the most valuable VHS tape that I have at like $25. Have not watched it yet. That's not up for grabs. So, if any of you guys want any of those VHS tapes, let me know. And like I said, we will work out a trade for horror Blu-ray, whatever else that you think that I might be interested in. Or if it's something that you must have and you don't have anything to trade me, that's okay. I'll give it to you. I appreciate viewers. I appreciate comments. Obviously, I appreciate subscribers and thumbs up. And just like the opportunity to communicate with you guys, show off my collection. So it's been fun. I'm going to start up Collection Room Tour Part 5 and most likely Part 6 tomorrow, and then I'll kind of cap off the collection with the LJN shelves, the LJN Wrestling Superstars. There's a lot of conversation to be had about those, a lot of backstories, and I want to give that portion of my collection the time that I feel it deserves. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if there's any VHS horror that you would like. I need to get rid of these, so let me know if there's any that I can send to you. Again, thanks for watching. Keep checking out my channel for more and more videos. I'm going to try to do these frequently. We're going to wrap up my collection, and we'll do some other fun stuff. Always picking up new stuff to show you guys, so keep checking me out. Thanks for coming so far along for the ride, and I will see you next time. Take care.